Hello, I'm Tansy, and today I'm at the Create offices. I've been invited to come along today to chat to some amazing women who work for Create, to talk to them about their roles, their journey in their career, maybe some of the challenges that they might face as a woman working in this industry, and also to celebrate them as well, with it being International Women's Day. So myself, I am actually married to Dan, one of the directors of Create, but I have quite an extensive background in hospitality and events myself. Prior to setting up my own business, I worked as an event manager, so I have a resonance with these women and understand their journey as well. So it's just really amazing to be here with these fantastic women and looking forward to getting stuck in. Okay, so let's get started. Of course, it would be helpful if you can tell us who you are, your role at Create, and how long you've been working here.
Hi, my name's Evelyn. I've been working here for around 4 years and I'm the warehouse manager.
Hello. So my name is Priscilla and I've been working at Crate for 2 years now and I'm a mixologist.
Hi, my name is Hélène. I've been working for Create as a bartender for 10 years.
I'm Christina. I'm a senior account manager and I've been working for Create for 10 years.
I'm going to kick off with you, Helene. Can you tell me what inspired you to pursue a career in hospitality and events?
I love hosting people and I love to make their day special. Amazing. That's why I fell in love with.
Yeah, Christina, I'm wondering, have you had any female mentors or role models who've influenced your journey?
Her name is Claire Pager. She was the first woman I saw when I arrived to London. I started to work in hospitality and she gave me that kind of feeling of being a powerful woman, like I can do this among men. She was a kind of, badass, like, and she still is. But yeah, she gave me, I don't know, she showed me something that I haven't seen before, especially when I came from a small village in Italy. Yeah. And I wouldn't say she was my mentor, but I always looked at her and I was like, I'm going to be like her.
And I know, because of working in hospitality many years ago, that the hours are long. It takes a lot of you. So who wants to start? Like, how do you look after your well-being, would you say? What are some tools that you have?
Where I do nothing. Right. And when I mean nothing, it's like if I have to be on the sofa for 10 hours watching Netflix, I don't feel guilty about it. Absolutely. But there is a mindset where I just recharge and reconnect with myself, and it's literally the quietness and the not doing anything. And I think sometimes people need to do nothing, yes. Like be bored or like do not go out or, maybe don't cook.
That's very hard in a way, because basically a lot of people to actually decompress, go out in bars and stuff like that. This is what we do.
Yeah.
To decompress. I don't want to go with my friend in a bar and have some cocktails. Oh my God, like I'm just going to be like watching like the amount of dishes and then, my God, it's running out of ice. I am going to put myself against the wall and I can't see the whole scenery of the restaurant. Otherwise I'm gonna stress out.
Kind of trying to switch off.
So
always being on the job.
When you talk about Netflix and doing nothing on your couch, it's perfect. That's literally the way to do it.
Yeah. And I think we should normalize to be okay to not do anything. Yeah. Because we live in London. London is like 100%. You always go. You always feel like you need to do more and more. You almost feel guilty if you don't do anything. But like to add to what Ellen said, I think we just need to listen to ourselves. If we don't want to go out, we don't go out. If we want to sit on the couch, we sit on the couch. It's such a hard job because it's very physical and mental. And when we work like 16 hours, the day after, you don't want to get out. You just want to rest, recover physically, mentally. Yeah. You just want tranquility.
Yeah, that's so important what you've just said there, because actually in that sort of sentence you're saying that you prioritize yourself in that way. You make the choice to just stop and not feed into kind of any expectations, to keep on doing, as you say, the world expects us to do. So, and in those times I think that rest becomes productive.
And I just want to point out that we don't have children
as well.
I have co-workers that have children, work, and in the morning 7 a.m. the kids are in the bed, and like, you know, she was like trying to grab any kind of party favors on events and like kind of like throwing at them, and they're just like, leave me alone for a bit. This is a very tough job to do if you are a mother.
Important point. I want to just shout out to all the mothers. Women have children, especially at Create, and they work in events, and they work long hours, and then they just come back home to their children. So shout out to the mothers.
Having a good team, even like within the office and the warehouse, has helped a lot. Also, probably music helps me during like the day sometimes, because I feel like maybe it's like more a cultural thing for me, but music really like lifts me up. And sometimes when I'm feeling down, it will like get me up and like help me through the day. And then yes, there are very stressful situations, but I think after work, like I have obviously my husband, I'm married, but also my family, they all help me out. I spend a lot of time. I have a little niece. She brings a lot of joy to my life, and that helps me a lot to like decompress and just like relax and help me to keep going. But no, having a strong team within the whole of Create is really good.
What I'm beginning to see now is that the younger generation that are coming through and working are actually demanding it more, which is a good thing, you know, that bringing more attention to the need for it in the workplace. And I guess where I'm going with this is, maybe Christina, I'll ask you this, is what advice would you give to any young women coming into the industry now, trying to balance that kind of career growth with personal life? Because it is up to kind of people coming in to try to change everything, because culture is a big thing, isn't it? You know, and it's sometimes we don't realise that things need to change because the system just keeps going.
I think first of all, I think always what I've hated the most when I started was like people trying to put you in a box and trying to label you as you are too temperamental, or you are too much, or you're not enough for this, or you know, I'm talking about a quite broader, or you too, you know,
Too much of
everything, too much of this, too much of that. So I think first of all, especially at the moment, just know your worth, and just like don't do it just because someone else tell you not to. Especially personally, what I've done in my life is just like I always gone beyond what people wanted from me, and if I came across a bit too loud, a bit too that, it's just because that was my mechanism of breaking what I had to break. But do not stop just because someone else tell you to. Just remember that you can do whatever you want. Like there is no limit. Like in hospitality especially, there is still a lack of diversity. There's still a lack of, you know, diversity in a spectrum. That we're not just talk about religion or sexual orientation, of color of your skin. There's a lack of a lot, especially as a woman. There are not many boss women, and there is not many like CEO. There is not many like, and I think for a young person, I just say don't put yourself in a box. Just get out of the box. Throw the box away. Burn the box.
What skills do you think are essential for women to succeed in this industry, in hospitality events?
So diplomacy, that's something I have had to work quite hard on. You can't arrive like a man and say like a man is going to say. You have to be diplomatic about it.
Right.
You have to hear everyone's idea, and then you have to kind of like make them turn into your sense, but make them agree.
Sorry, this sounds a lot like marriage.
It's all manipulation.
Make it think it like it's his idea.
Because you know, if a woman make a mistake or just one bad, you know, comment, everything can just be turned into something that you don't mean to. You're just saying something. Oh yeah, this that needs to be done, and they're like, oh, well, she's gonna like tell me what to do. No. So there's a lot of diplomacy. You have to be diplomatic, and you need to make sure everything is going your way without pushing it.
Don't even take seriously because maybe you're too pretty, and you cannot be too pretty. I find it that like sometimes you cannot be too pretty or too, so like I think it was in the beginning, like you don't really want to dress too feminine, or you don't want to show, because otherwise they kind of like start to sexualize you, or like start to kind of. So it's again,
you have to
like
prove
you don't,
them that you have
you're not being taken
the
seriously.
package like them.
When you open your mouth and then you start talking, that's where they're like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
You're pretty, but she also has sex. So
yeah, but that's the same thing with
Respect.
customers, like, and then we're talking about like there was like maybe in the 90s and the 2000 where it started, like you were more inclined to be not sexualized, but a customer would kind of tip you, or like
the
waitress
fantasy.
Because they were, and you were like. The girls were wearing pretty dresses, and then I think there was that kind of toxic environment where, and that's why we still have been not taken too serious, because if you're too pretty, you're not really being taken serious.
So no matter what, you'll be judged.
Yes.
What would you like to see happen? What changes would you like to see happen in your roles?
So I'd like to be able to just be myself and do the work that I do without being taken by men like a threat.
Okay.
If I do well, I am a threat. Therefore, I am the little tiny mistake I'm gonna make. That is gonna be like amplified. Yeah. Oh my God, she's so stressed. No. I'm like, well, last time this guy was really stressed. I didn't hear that he was stressed.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'd like them to understand that we are all. This is a big body industry. Yeah, the old bodies. But this has changed, because it used to be really just male seducing girls to come into a bar, and then girls who didn't have that, because there's the girls gonna bring the boys, and then obviously like I think the whole thing of bartending is kind of like evaluating to a more kind of respectful area where we actually are now just helping people to meet other people, but we also, the bartender is known to be the psychotherapist, but I'm going somewhere else there. There is a progression.
They're seeing a lot more, women working behind bars and, working at events. I mean, I know that the events industry, there are tons and tons of women, but I guess with Create, it's very much linked into the hospitality industry, not just kind of the events PR type side of things, is it?
Yeah.
So I hear what you're saying.
It's now certain company are gonna like say on the hiring post or whatever, are we looking for a woman bartender or a female mixologist? Guys on the same WhatsApp group or whatever are gonna get really offended because suddenly we're asking for female, and they're like, oh yeah, but that's like,
really?
Oh yeah. There's like lots of fights about it. Or you shouldn't be asking for a female. This is illegal and stuff. But when they go to work and there's like 100% men behind the bar, they don't feel problem about that.
Let's actually touch on how much fun it is. We're getting quite serious, but let's remember one of the reasons that you're probably all working in this industry is, tell me yourself, Priscilla, what do you love about the industry?
What do I love? The fun actually. What I like is having fun with my colleagues. I mean, we're working professionally, right?
Absolutely.
But it's also we also need to have fun, because bartending, mixologies, events is all about fun. We need to give the fun to the client. That's what they want us for. So definitely the fun. So it's also like a whole synergy when the bartendings are like all together. If the customer doesn't have fun, well, it's just a balance between the customer and the bartenders. So definitely the fun. And the fact that you're meeting people all the time, you make great friends as well. You you get what I love with events. That's why I love working for events. Like every day is different. So every day is different. I get to see beautiful places that as a Lambda person I will not be able to access. So that's really cool. I can be in the fashion industry, it can be in the music industry. So that's cool. Sometimes I was like, my job is cool.
It's like, a sense of achievement that you've delivered what the client has wanted, and I know that comes with a really good feel factor, doesn't it? When the team just click. Yeah. And like you say, you're just all working together and that you're having fun at the same time, which in many jobs that just doesn't happen, does it? So I know back in the day when I was working events, I love that aspect of it. So we've touched on the challenges, and then we've just kind of addressed actually, yes, there are challenges, things that we need to work on, but actually it's a really good industry to work with. It's fun, it's new and fresh, it's always changing, there's always new challenges, you're not doing that 9 to 5 repetitive slog. So what advice, if you think about how can you support and uplift women, each other in this industry, that's what I'm thinking, how do we then unite to uplift and support each other?
I've thought about even creating a WhatsApp group for just women in the industry.
Just gonna be bitching.
That's the thing, is the team might be a bit too hot. But what I say always as a woman is that if you meet another mixologist, which is good, that you get along with, support her. Don't just recommend her. I mean, I met Priscilla and I'd just been harassing Create and be Priscilla is really good, Priscilla is really good. It's like that. We all self-employed. So we all work for a different company. We're not just working for Create, mainly we are. But support her. Even as a man, stop giving the jobs to the random guy that just give the jobs to the woman. And for me, it's not just recommending. I met Priscilla and I was like, okay, great. I work for another company as well. Okay, let me recommend you there and stuff. So we have to support each other. We have to give the contacts that we have and make an introduction. If you put your feet already in the door, if you are already inside the circle of someone, if you meet a good bartender, which is a woman and not a female, a woman, help her, give her the contacts, praise her, support each other. We have to support each other. That's the way to do it.
Amazing, because there's not a competition, I guess, that it's actually no, we need more, let's open the door to invite other women to come in and feel that community. Yes, exactly.
But I think throughout my life I've had to prove that actually women can do a lot of things that men can do as well, and you shouldn't just limit yourself, guys can do this, women can't. No, women can do it and have done it, and that's absolutely fine. You have to just sometimes prove people that no, actually, I can do this, or I can fix this, or even in the warehouse, sometimes no, that's a man's job because it's heavy, or there's lifting, or no, but women are strong as well.
Yeah, we are.
We can do it as well. There's no reason why a woman can't do a certain role or a certain job.
Hell yes.
I've been put off on a job just because I've been said, but there is a lot of lifting, so I can't hire you because there is a lot of lifting. So this happened a lot, and just because of the stereotype again, we're not advantaged in a job. And also it's important to say it's not only companies, but it's also clients. Because I do know some companies who doesn't hire women as a bartenders because they claim that the customer wants just male just because of the look of it. So it already put us off from companies to apply for. So it become very limited for us, and we always need to overprove herself, and that's becoming tiring and a bit, it demotivates us as well. Because at the end of the day, what can we do? I can only show you what I've got, but then it's up to you. But it's also the client's mind and the company mind to defend us and to push us forward as well, and to defend those stereotypes against us. and to finish on supporting women. As Ellen said, we need to support each other, we need to push each other. Men or female, we always need to like support each other. But I think mental health wise as well is important to listen to ourselves and not judge, because woman to a woman can also be very confronting.
Yeah.
And I think we need to, you know, there is not much woman in the industry, so we should like,
be
you know,
become
be
allies.
sisters and just, you know, respect each other, listen to each other, and just, be there for each other, you know, and just support each other. Support is one word very important, I think. Yeah.
And I'm stronger than the man, which is always on his phone.
So I think women, it would be good to see like women come up with, or maybe they let them come up with like their ideas. So for example, like I'm talking about like at the moment, or maybe just because I see, but it's predominantly male that showcase the new products, or I don't know, I haven't seen a lot of women that are more, they're selling like, you know, more like a product, like a vodkas or gins, or
you mean like the
like, you know, like someone is led
and
there's
the accessory.
yes, she's always, for some reason, like they are involved, but maybe they never like put in the front of the product, or maybe tell me if I'm wrong, maybe I haven't seen it out there, but at the moment, like if it's something break the internet or something, it's just always like there's always a male bartender behind, or someone who's been in the industry for, because, and I guess it's all like vicious circle, because the male has always been in the industry for more, and it's been trustworthy because he's been in the industry for more. Then maybe they always been the one who have the lead on the product because they're more trustworthy, because they've been more, and it's like, so they had more experience. But I guess it's, if you don't give us a chance, we're never gonna get there. And maybe more women that are like, I don't know, like a more CEO, more like MD, or like more like women are in power.
More women believing in themselves.
Okay.
Not just thinking, oh, this role is a male orientated role, but women can do it as well. Having more women in the sector, like events and things like that. We do have a lot of women that work at Create, and it has helped a lot, especially having like in the office, like a balance of women in the office.
Yeah.
Now in the warehouse, there's 2 in the warehouse now, including myself. But it's good to have a mixture of the male and women. But yeah, mainly women believe in themselves, and you're like, you know what, I can apply for this job, I can be this, I can do that, and not doubting yourselves.
So if you've got your belief, self-belief, that's going to take you so much further anyway. And you say bring those women that are very capable forward, have the confidence to step up and take those roles. Okay, thank you. And I'm thinking, are there any kind of initiatives or programs, I don't know, policies, communities that you're aware of that are advocating women in this industry?
So actually, I know a great girl who worked in the industry for several years now, and her name is Anya Rubin, and she does now started to help people in the industry. So by doing some talks about the mental health and the well-being, how to help people in the industry to have a healthy lifestyle. For example, eating, or like how we were talking about that earlier, how to conserve your mental health, etc. She also does sound healings, so sort of like yoga session. So yeah, check it out. I think it's nice to like be supported by people who work from the industry and they know what they're talking about.
Yeah.
So you really like feel understood, and you know, someone that really can relate to you, because you know they are part of this industry. So that's great that people try to like step up. We were talking about career, and they just step up and try to diverse themselves and try to help people in the industry.
Speaking
that's
from
actually
their experience.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So yeah, I will recommend that.
Personally, I know that there are several companies. My friend Michelle Moreno, who'll be very happy that I've mentioned her, is a massive advocate for supporting people with mental health. I mean, she works in leadership, but I know I'm thinking about there's a company called We Recover Loudly, which is supporting men and women, but you know, these kind of organisations that are supporting people specifically in hospitality with their well-being and their personal growth. And there's another one, Well and Being, that I'm aware of, that is again targeted at people who are working in hospitality. So, but yeah, maybe that's actually a thought, that more women-focused communities that are inspiring women to join the hospitality industry. Michelle Moreno, I'm sure you can cut in there. Okay, now a big question, one that I'm sure you'll all have some input in, is how can men be allies in promoting gender equality in hospitality and events?
This is not a hate train situation here.
Yeah.
You know, oh my God, hate you, we hate you. Men are bad. We are the best. You can't be, you know, one without us. Blah blah blah. No, just please don't start with the she's a feminist. I think, you know, I really urge people to look on the dictionary what feminist is, rather than just pointing fingers. But I think a man to be an ally is, first of all, it's always others. You don't kind of just prioritize the world, like you just don't focus everything on the woman, you just educate men. So men should be educated, a man should educate himself to what a woman has to go through sometimes that he has not, it doesn't go through. Like, you know, there are hurdles in a woman's life that men doesn't have. You know, from the beginning, from how we start, from how we're born, we always have issues, and those issues will, you know, will kind of imply our well-being and our way of working, and you know, we go through menopause, we go through periods, we go through like a lot of things that this affect our way of working. And unfortunately, that's not even covered sometimes in your place of work. So I think, especially if you're a CEO and if you're a man and you want to understand the well-being of, or even a director, whatever, of your employees, that as a woman, you should understand you should learn what a woman going through, and to be an ally. And at the same time, if, you know, someone is harassing or someone is doing something to your colleague, which is a woman, you should step up and be the better man, not just being silent. I think silent speaks 1,000 words. But
so a lot of awareness is what you're saying.
Awareness, and then I think educate yourself.
Awareness and understanding.
Yeah, understanding.
It's a different experience being a woman, but it doesn't mean that it's less or that it's a weaker position.
Yeah, I think when you understand,
it's a very different journey. Yeah.
Like, you know, be curious, like understand the person who's next to you, which is a woman and is maybe a minority, whatever, but understand.
That if you see a talented woman or someone that you really like are impressed or really like their job, just support them. Just support them. If you hear about a job, recommend her. You know, it's a big thing. Is supporting her in a choice, supporting her in a work, but like. I'm not telling you to carry the heavy boxes for them, because we can do it, it's fine. But just supporting means that if you hear about a job, not just because they're looking for a woman, but like recommend her. Instead of recommending all your bodies, just give a priority to the woman, because you know that there's not that many of us. So just supporting us and train us, and you know, I had many allies when I first started at Create, and 2 of them, they know who they are. I've talked to them many times, and if I wouldn't have been here if they didn't help me in my career. So at the moment, women, we need you guys. We need you guys to recommend you to us. We need you guys to put our feet in the door. Unfortunately, we have to have you. So please be there for us. That's all I'm asking.
Nice.
Respect each other, men or female, or men with men, female with female, and support each other. That's all we need, and that's all we ask for. And just don't like, because we're a woman, we just like push us down. No, we try to, you know, we just try to make you understand that we want to be treated as equal, and we are as good as men. That's all we try to make understand, because in the industry is a male-dominated industry. So that's why we're talking about those subjects today. But yeah, support and equality, that's the two big words that are very important in this industry and needs to work.
But you're part of a team, aren't you, ultimately? You know, so
Yeah,
it's
of
just
course. It's all about a team at the end of the day. Like, we need to deliver an event. Exactly. We just want to, you know, work as much as a man. And yeah, we just don't want to feel, you know,
Outcasted, yeah.
Exactly.
I've worked for a lot of different people, different companies, but I think it's nice having the bosses, which is Dan and Charlie, be understanding and supportive as well, because it does help a lot with even like within the warehouse, within the business, knowing that they're going to support you and not really, oh, because you're a woman, this, and oh, because you're a man. But I find that they're quite understanding in the sense, and they don't bring you down because you're a man or a woman. They just see what your work ethic is like and how you work, and that's what they value you for.
You know, that growing, that family feeling, you know, that team is really important to them. Although, you know, from hearing some of your comments today, you know, I think it's important then to look at that and think, okay, is there things that we could do that, you know, help, you know, this, like you said, it's not about beating the men down. This is education, and this is about, you know, you guys having a voice to look at some of where the pain points are and where there's room for, you know, some growth. And that's not to say that anybody's wrong or, you know, we're right, you're wrong. It's just like, actually, like, let's understand this from both sides. So, and I know that obviously that Dan and Charlie are always happy to embrace that. So, yeah. What I'm going to say, does anybody have anything else to add, I guess? You know, is there anything that you want to share about your career growth or challenges or anything that we might have missed?
I just want to make sure that we kind of specify that, I mean, we had this beautiful conversation, we all like want to support women, but it's very important to highlight the fact that we are supporting all women.
Yeah.
So this is not you know, a circle of, or someone just wanna champion or cheerlead the women because you were born a better woman, or we want to support all women. Especially in this company, we are support, and then we are champion diversity, inclusion. We respect everybody, and this is a huge thing. If you respect whoever is next to you, whatever they do, whatever they are come from, whatever the background is, I think it's a huge thing that I wanted to highlight. So we are supporting all women. Everyone is identified as a woman. We're supporting you.
Absolutely.
So I just want to kind of.
Thank you for highlighting that.
Yes.
Christina. I want to end on a bit of a high, you know, because I just want to celebrate. I know we're talking for kind of all women in hospitality, but you're here with me, and I'd like to celebrate on a bit of a high. Just want you to share what you're proud of in your career. You know, something that you can say, I'm really proud I've done that, or your growth, whatever it might be.
I came in this country 20 years ago, and I started standing on an ice bucket at the Sanderson, and now I am on a senior level. What the future holds, only Dan and Charlie know. Watch his face. So I'm sure there's going to be a promotion soon. But I'm quite proud of myself, even though like sometimes it's like, what am I going to be when I'm an adult? Because I still feel But yeah, I think it's like, you know,
just seeing that progression.
Yes. Yeah. Since I was standing on an ice bucket because I couldn't reach the bar to this, I feel like I've achieved something.
Good,
and this only because I was determined. I shouted many times, I was loud, and I just stood my feet down, and I was like, this is who I am. It's like, if you don't like it, I don't care.
I'm really proud of the woman I am today, and you know, working in this industry helped me to build my confidence, to stand my ground, to make myself heard. It built my character as well, like so strong-minded, and yeah, so I'm just really proud of the woman I'm evolving into, and this is just the beginning. And also, I've only been 4 years in this industry, and I feel like I achieve a lot for 4 years, and to where I stand today, I'm quite proud. I'm quite proud what I achieved in 4 years. So that's cool.
Yeah, there's a lot of opportunity, isn't there, to progress in this industry.
Of course, yeah.
Nice, you can keep learning and growing. So.
Exactly, but or you take the opportunities or you let them fly. And I took the opportunity, and today I'm here talking about being a woman in the industry and working for great companies with great people. So yeah, I'm really happy about that, and that's a big highlight of me being in this industry.
Fantastic.
Well, I'm proud of myself because I have worked really hard to be where I am now, and I feel I am now considered at the same level than a man. If I say something, I think I have fought really hard for it, and now if I say something, I'm really taken seriously. I am just very proud of that, and I am very proud about the fact that when I lead a team and there's a couple of women, couple of times they are younger than me, I know that I have inspired them. And for me, this is just, we have to be this example for the new generation that yes, you can be a woman in a leader position and you can be proud of it, and then also you will get respected even though the battle is twice as harder. You can get there, and this is why I'm very proud of, and I'm proud of all the women around the world that are fighting every day.
I love that. I love that. You're already then, passing that.
Yeah.
Or paying it forward, passing that down.
Yeah,
so
you have
work
to.
that you've put in.
Yeah.
You're going to make it a bit easier for those people that you've warriored your way through.
They should be
but
well.
that you're carving a pathway for other women to follow, and that is amazing. Thank you, Helene.
Yeah.
Thank you. Evelyn.
Seeing the role models that I have in my life and how hard they've worked have helped me to be as well a hard-working person, and to be a strong, independent woman, which is why I am the way I am now. So I'm very proud of how I am, and I want to keep progressing, keep learning new stuff, keep evolving, because there's always something you can learn, there's always something you can be better. And I want to see more women become better, in higher roles in the company, more power, you could say. But I'm really proud, and we'll see what the future holds.
Amazing, can't wait to see. Okay, so there you have it. Really interesting, insightful, inspiring, funny conversation. We've drank some champagne as well. We've had a really amazing time, and it's amazing to see the growth, also the challenges, but then just seeing as well the feel-good factor of working in this industry, and actually that the women that were sat here with me today are the ones who are pushing forward in this industry, really carving their own path, so that hopefully it's making it easier or more accessible for women to follow in their footsteps. But of course it's a conversation that will continue and needs to keep continuing. It will keep going, and it's an invitation as well for us all to really reflect on this and how we can contribute to this and to the growth in the industry. So I've had an amazing few hours. I've thoroughly enjoyed it and hope you do too.